the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from New Orleans as the Pelicans go up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And tonight, Shaq, we're going to see Gordon Hayward, one of the most versatile, talented swingmen in the league.
First, Ernie, let's give this guy a hand clap.
All right.
Great hand clap.
Yes.
How about a round of applause?
Yes,
A round of applause. There you go.
You know, great to see him back in action. Takes a lot of courage to overcome that kind of injury.
Yes, he's tireless worker, and I love his game. He makes improvements to his game every single year, so this will be a lot of fun.
And now it's time for tip-off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
The Mississippi River and the skyline of New Orleans. As beautiful as ever on this terrific night in the Big Easy. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans in this interconference matchup. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. In the 2 meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, we'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too, with both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving is excited to leave Cleveland for a bigger role in Boston. He said, challenges are what makes us most human. Conquering fear of failure, showing people you're the best, and that you've prepared for this moment. Those are the things that interest me. Kevin?
Yeah, he's wired differently, D.A. Thank you. Brent, we've got great front court in this matchup. Since you played, both forward positions have evolved and become a little bit different.
You ever think, Kevin, about some of the great players in the 80s and 90s that had the skill set to do some of the things that we're asking of today's players?
Good point.
That might have been great.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking like guys like Detlef Schrempf that were out there and doing things where people said, how was a 6'11 guy getting away with that? Well, now every 6'11 guy is getting away with those skills.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Horford. And it's Smart in at the 2 spot. Now here's Tatum. Smart kicks to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And it's not that you have to take chances, but you got to step up your effort and try to get disruptive. They never did that. And on the road, that's a recipe for disaster.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Outside Irving. There's the triple. Hill pulls it in. Randall against Hayward. The fadeaway. That one no good. And it's Boston the other way. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Holiday looking over the floor. Randall outside. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Davis kicks to Hill. Holiday against Tatum. And yes, it's good. Holiday's got his first basket.
That's a confident-looking shot there from Drew Holiday, playing the in-between game.
Passes it to Hayward. Over Hill, and it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Irving.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here is Hill. Back to Holiday. He kicks it to Moore. Pass to Davis. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 from Hill. Buries it from three-point range. Hill's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving passes to Tatum. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
And Tatum showing consistency now from the mid-range. And when he has space to shoot it, he does not hesitate even for a second.
Now here is Hill. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Again, the Pelicans score.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Hayward outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's game. I mean, he gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw good from Hayward. And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
Count it. Davis has got his first points of the night.
Well, Davis attacking right now inside. Big man playing big and giving this offense maybe a little bit more of an edge on the inside.
Now here's Hayward. 23 points for him the last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Outside Tatum. Ball's knocked loose over Davis, and Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
Randall down low, working on Horford, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Moore outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Moore just recognizing he had a little more space, if you will, Kevin.
Holiday against Irving. The 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it. There are times where you have to play with a little bit more caution. That's already his second foul in the first quarter.
Rozier, he's checked in for the Celtics. Boston on D, trailing by 4. Moore against Smart. And it's Moore penetrating. They get a hand on it and stolen by Horford. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
He made a great decision there to push the basketball up. Excellent teamwork.
And Holiday kicks to Randall. Pass to Hill. Back to Randall. Hits the close-range jumper.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Rozier against Holiday. There's the pass to Hayward. Smart on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. His first shot coming late. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Right side Hill. Davis finds Holiday. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And so here is New Orleans. They lead by 4.
You can tell that Horford really helps in altering the shot by sliding over. His presence alone adjusting that one.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here is Davis. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Wizards in Washington. And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
The first one falls.
Impressive thing about Anthony Davis is just how much ground he can cover during the game. Has come into this league as one of the best running big men in transition. Still a huge weapon for him.
Morris is checked in for Tatum. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Brent, the league is shaking things up as far as training and evaluation of referees. Do you think it'll result in getting a higher percentage of calls correct? They're pretty good as it is now.
The referees are fantastic.
They are.
And the fact that we're even having a discussion about a higher percentage of correct calls, Kevin, I would just like to have a higher percentage of correct calls for the rest of this game with you.
Well, good. This guy next to me handed me this card. It wasn't my idea. It was this guy over here.
Yeah, well,
he said, ask Brent about the refereeing.
We need the stats, guys.
Yeah. Oh, we do. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Hayward passes to Rozier. Smart with the ball. Rozier kicks to Hayward. The three, it's tipped, but he recovers it. And that's good. Terry Rozier for 3. Rozier's got 5. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. Randall left side. Sinks that one from the post. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Rozier kicks to Hayward. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Passes it to Hill. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Hill burrowing inside, and because of his size, he's able to do that, get around the rim and finish.
Smart finds Horford. Back to Smart. Hayward outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. The 19-foot shot. That's good from Horford on the assist by Hayward.
That's what he does. Horford feasts on those kind of opportunities.
Moore against Smart. And the foul on Marcus Smart. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
At the
E'Twaun Moore is someone, Brent, who bounced around early in his career but has still found a way to be a big contributor.
Yeah, and I think that the fit for E'Twaun Moore, having AD, he can kind of stay in the background and get shots off where he's open, his feet are set, and you can see that trend in his field goal percentage that's coming into the league. Last year had a phenomenal year shooting the ball.
And he can't get the first one. And E'Twaun Moore has always been a solid shooter in the NBA, Greg, and he's continued to grow in that department.
I mean, just look at the career numbers from deep in terms of efficiency. In the last few years, he started to take on more and more volume in terms of the three-point shot. Hasn't changed his percentages, though, at all. And I would give him the green light as much as he wants from beyond.
Well, effective ways that E'Twaun Moore can score. He's had some very good shooting years, and is going to find his way to the free throw line here.
Clark, he's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Okafor. The fader. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Celtics trail by 5. And here is Rozier. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Here's Morris. Excellent D there from Okafor.
Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
Here's Clark. Fended by Hayward from 10 feet out. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Boston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Baines, covered by Okafor. Hayward on the wing. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Clark dishes to Miller. It's stolen by Morris. Inside, Rozier, a stupendous finish in traffic. Rozier's got 7 points in the game. Pelicans leading by 5. Payton looking it over. Kicks it to Mirotic. And it's Miller in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Okafor gets the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Hayward passes to Tice. Pass to Rozier. Hayward outside. Beyond the arc. Okafor grabs the miss.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Mirotic finds Payton. Here's Okafor. Rozier defending. Back to Payton. Rozier with the steal. Morris left side. And he converts the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
1:39 left to play in the first quarter. Clark, the pass to Okafor. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Payton against Rozier. At the top of the key, Tice. Hayward on the wing. 5 on the clock. His three-pointers off the mark.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Clark. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Tice kicks to Rozier. Over Payton. Again, the Celtics good for 2. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside Mirotic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 7. Inside. The kick out to Rozier. Hayward right side. And he drops it in from the low post. Hayward's got 6.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. New Orleans on top, up 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
18.
Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, and not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward, an all-star. Stevens has moved into the conversation for best coach in our league.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, Terry Rozier is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Williams. And it's Baines in at the center position. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Payton against Irving. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's his first foul. And so here is New Orleans. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Clark for 3. And Baines pulls it down. Celtics trail by 5.
Alvin Gentry, one of the best offensive minds and coaches in this league. Remember just in the recent past about his time in Phoenix and then in Golden State. Now as the head coach of the Pelicans, and he's done a great job just speeding up this team, pushing the ball, and trying to find ways to put up points.
Pass to Clark. 4 on the clock. Over Rozier. And Tatum pulls it down.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling, exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
Irving can't get it to go. And for the Pelicans, it took some time before they could implement Gentry's vision.
Well, now it's in place. It felt like a long time to get there, and he ended up making the playoffs and pushing it to the second round. And Alvin Gentry's a big reason why the Pelicans are one of the most exciting teams right now to watch in the NBA.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. Only given up 2 points this quarter. In the corner, Tatum with it. Outside Williams, and stolen by Mirotic. Payton drives in. Can they get it? Oh, good on that one. Good D by Irving.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Tatum passes to Irving. Back to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Rozier for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
The Pelicans a much better team last year than they've been in the past. Still have some areas to address before maybe they become a home court advantage team or a top 4 seed. But the number one thing is they've got to get some more consistency in their outside game.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Al Horford is checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Rozier. And Davis puts it in.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Well, the 3 is king right now, and spacing can be a problem for the Pelicans.
Well, the team knows they only have a handful of dead-eye shooters. They were in the bottom third for threes taken last year. They play to their strengths, which is a good thing, but in order for them to take the next step, there's got to be some dynamic play from the perimeter.
To the inside. To the middle. The kick out to Hill. Here's Randall. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Irving looking for an opening. The pass to Williams. Tatum, that's for 2. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Tatum's got 6.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Irving. And Holiday kicks to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. Over Irving. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Nice shot by Smart. And the Celtics lead by 2.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
Holiday against Williams. Shoots from the elbow. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
You know Drew Holiday is a guard, right? You know he can handle the ball, right? On a string.
Irving finds Horford. Back to Irving. Over Holiday. Irving can't get it to go. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hill looking around. Passes it to Moore. This one for 3. And Tatum pulls it down. The Celtics have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Hill kicks to Randall. And it's sent back by Horford.
Not in here. Just can't throw stuff up like that around Horford. He sends that one right back.
Irving against Holiday. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Pass to Moore. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Smart kicks to Tatum. He can't hit that time. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Moore in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game. In the corner, Irving with it. Moore against Smart. Over Moore. Boston, no good that time either. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. They now take the lead. 9 points for Anthony Davis.
That's an impossible shot to guard, Kevin. Davis got the ball and just rises up for the jumper there. The D has to be frustrated.
Now a timeout called by Boston. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
they throw
a lefty
you off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little sidestep.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. And the first one at the line is good. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
He talks so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
To the paint, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Irving's got the ball, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
One shot.
That's good from Irving. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
It's rebounded by New Orleans. Randall's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Irving dishes to Hayward. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Moore. Stolen by Smart. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Hayward's got his third basket of the night right there. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And Holiday kicks to Moore. Davis against Irving. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
This is what you get with AD, just an incredibly unique skill set and just dominating right now pretty easily on the offensive end.
For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to Dallas.
Yeah, and some of that loss was due to a lack of hustle, especially on the defensive end.
And there are games where an opponent gets aggressive. You got to raise your level of play. They failed to do that in this one. One of the better shots in his arsenal. Someone has to rotate.
Irving kicks to Morris. Smart wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb. Smart's got 5 points now this quarter. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game
just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Back to Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got 10.
Well, when your guards are willing to go in there to the hoop like Drew Holiday, it's a huge confidence boost for the rest of the team.
Shoots from the right block, and the basket by Horford. And the Celtics lead by 1. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And Holiday kicks to Davis. They get a hand on it. Left side, Smart. And good that time. And now a 3-point Celtic lead.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Moore. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Moore's got his second bucket tonight.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Davis sends it back. Pulls up on the wing. Moore with the bucket. He has 6. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Irving with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
And that one falls for Smart. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor's checked in for Randall. Mirotic comes in for Solomon Hill. Ian Clark's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice comes in for Al Horford. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Kyrie Irving. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Out to Payton. Back to Davis. Rozier with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Rozier's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Now Payton still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Davis with 2 seconds left, and he lays it up and in. Davis has got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
Davis using his strength right there to overpower. We didn't say that in the early part of his career.
It's a tie game in New Orleans. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet, that's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
They did some good things, but the defense could have been much better. They allowed too many open looks, allowed the other team to make over half the shots. Some of that is not getting enough pressure on the ball, not really contesting at the rim. They look good, but not good enough.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Yeah, I like his patience down there. He's combined some good footwork with even better moves surrounding that. So we'll see if the defense can counter in the second half. Maybe some double teams.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Hill and Davis are the forwards. And it's Randall in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Smart kicks to Tatum. He dishes it to Irving. Smart deciding where to go with it. Clock at 4. Over Moore. Randall grabs the board. New Orleans in the lead. Davis, the pass to Hill. Outside Tatum. From the baseline. Pelicans pull it in. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hill up top. Defended by Hayward. Hill finds Holiday. It's back to Hill. Over Irving. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And for the Celtics, they're shooting well. 50% from the floor. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 13.
Trying to find that consistency from distance that's stretching out the defense, and that's why Kyrie always has an available driving lane.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Celtics.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Irving passes to Horford over Randall, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Horford's got the lead up to 3 now for Boston. Randall outside. And Hill has it in the corner. Down low, here's Davis. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 assists in the game.
Even though Davis gets bodied just a little bit, he still knocks down the shot right in the defense's face.
On the wing, Irving, guarded by Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Holiday. For Boston, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Irving.
Shifty with his speed, incredible ball handling. So hard to guard Kyrie, but so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close.
Both free throws good for Irving. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Outside Holiday. He kicks to Davis. And Hill has it in the corner. Good work defensively by Horford.
It is so tough to make those kind of shots with the defense draped all over you.
Here's Smart. And it's off the back rim. No good. Pelicans trail by 3. Davis dishes to Holiday. Back to Davis. To the inside. Randall. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
The big man, the brow, finding a teammate and does a great job of seeing somebody that's uncovered.
Hayward outside. Back to Irving. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Boston leading by 3. Smart kicks to Irving. 3-pointer. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
I wish Kyrie sometimes would just dribble out the 24-second shot clock. It's so fun to watch him on the handle.
And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
Poked loose. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Celtics. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And, you know, for Boston, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
The only people whose minds have changed are the people who said they were going to have a down year. There is no one left saying that. And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters fishing with dynamite.
Puts up a 3. Poked away and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Drew Holiday. Averaging 17 points per game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistently. Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded a corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
Hill kicks to Davis. It's back to Hill. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. And the Pelicans making a change here. Miller's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Smart. Holiday against Irving. Here's Randle. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 12 points for Julius Randle.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Irving with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Offensive rebound. Shots good by Baines.
Pretty ferocious and sheer determination shown on that one. Easy to see why he gets those easy scoring opportunities.
Rebounded by the Celtics.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randle. Some changes for New Orleans. Mirotic is checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Payton in for Moore. Rozier, he's checked in for the Celtics. Boston leading by 5. Kicks to Baines. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Irving passes to Rozier. Tatum drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
That free throw, no good.
And it's about the versatility that Tatum offers, particularly offensively. He can guard and play multiple positions on the floor.
New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. And he's good on the second. And so Payton will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And there's the pass to Miller. To the inside, Mirotic, and a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Mirotic has got his second basket of the game. Here's Irving. He's got 22. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Mirotic finds Holiday. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Ian Clark's checked in for Drew Holiday. The Celtics also changing it up. Daniel Tice comes in for Tatum. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Here's Tice. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Pelicans pull it in. Okafor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Miller, the pass to Mirotic. Payton dishes to Clark. For the lead. Sinks the triple. Clark's got 7 points in the game. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
To the paint, it's deflected. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
And taking a look at some numbers here for Kyrie Irving. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 2nd in scoring, 6th in 3-point field goal percentage. And such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, 2nd best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Here's Payton. Makes it off the glass. Payton's got his first 2 points.
Well, saw the opportunity, did Elfrid Payton, and inside capitalized.
Rozier kicks to Morris. Outside Irving. Morris looking over the floor. Shot from 12. And that one goes long. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Clark. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And it's a 3-point New Orleans lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Rozier and Okafor with the block. And they're able to recover. And it's Rozier missing. New Orleans has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Mirotić's shot is off. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Rozier. He's got 14. Over Payton. And it's Rozier again missing.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
To the inside. Payton up top. Rozier defending. And the basket by Payton.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 22. Morris kicks to Baines. Here's Irving. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Pelicans leading by 5. Here's Clark. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot. One shot.
And that one falls for Clark. And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 14 points now in the second half.
It feels like he's taking nothing but shots he knows he's going to knock down. Kyrie playing sharp here.
Rozier with the steal. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Now just a 4-point Pelican lead. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Payton against Rozier. High arcing shot, and it's laid in by Payton. Payton's got 6.
Soft with the floater there. Payton gets to the inside, and that shot had a nice feel to it.
Pass to Morris. Over Hill. Morris, no good. Pelicans leading by 6.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Yeah, and you're going to have to get up a quick shot to make that happen.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
27 seconds left in the third quarter. Rozier looking around. It's deflected. They recover it. Right side Irving. Over Clark. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Payton. It's off. And so it's New Orleans in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Celtics trail by 8. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Morris. Rozier's out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Horford. And it's Tice in at the 4 slot.
And they continue to control the glass.
And the Celtics shooting here about 46% for the game. Payton against Rozier. Floats one. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet. Pelicans leading by 6. Payton outside. Poked away. Mirotic finds Payton. Good work defensively by Horford.
Yeah, defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
And the Pelicans shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Pass to Mirotic. It's back to Hill. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Well, Hill finding his way to the line, does not back away from the contact on his way up.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hill.
Hill's smart about taking quality shots. He can play either forward position. It's a nice bit of versatility for a coaching staff.
Randall's checked in for the Pelicans. Anthony Davis comes in for Mirotic. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Both shots good from the stripe. Smart with the ball. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Hill. Outside, Davis. Payton against Rozier. Takes the 13-footer. Horford with the rebound.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
It's Smart with the drive. And that one, good.
Cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense also late in trying to alter that shot.
Tatum against Payton. Here's Davis. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Rozier with the ball. Now Payton defending. Teardrop shot. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 7 rebounds in the game. He kicks it to Moore. Back to Randall. Rozier against Payton. 6 on the shot clock. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And it's a 10-point Pelican lead.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Alfred Payton, over his 4 seasons, developing one of the most distinctive hairstyles in the league.
You know, and I remember seeing some footage where his hair seemed to block his vision on a shot attempt. For a player who had struggled shooting the ball, many question whether a trim might be in order. We'll see.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Payton. Austin also with the sub. Hayward's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He got on them. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Holiday. Outside Hill. And stolen by Tatum. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now the dish to Smart. Back to Tatum. Outside Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Hayward, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, competing hard down the stretch. He wants the ball. That time, he delivers.
He's a dangerous scorer in general, but there he zeroes in on what matters most.
Hill kicks to Randall. Inside, here's Moore. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The pass to Tatum. Smart finds Hayward. And the 3 off target.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And I really like how fast Tatum gets off the ground. You know, at 6'8", dunking comes easily, but he's got that forceful mind to pursue the ball.
Passes to Davis. Over Tatum. And it's Davis missing.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Smart passes to Rozier. It's Smart with the drive. The kick out to Tatum. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Awesome ability to focus there by Tatum. He just has a feel and a belief in what he's doing out there.
Now Holiday. Hill passes to Holiday. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
Horford high post. Here's Rozier, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Moore outside. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Smart against Moore. Smart kicks to Hayward. Fires from deep. Kept alive by Boston. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting 1.
And you like to see that from Horford. He never gives up on the offensive glass, which allows him to get pretty easy looks like that one at the basket.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
free throw drops for Hill.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Celtics trail by 6. Here's Rozier. Hayward outside. Kicks it to Tatum. Hill against Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
And as a wing player, Hayward's just so good at attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
Randall finds Holiday. Over Rozier. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's Smart. Got a piece of it. Outside Holiday. They grab their own miss. Davis on the follow.
That's a big-time battle from AD on the glass. You see the athleticism to go back up with that.
Rozier the pass to Hayward. The kick out to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. Bullseye. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter. New Orleans leading by 4. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Boston. Moore against Smart. And Moore kicks to Holiday. Down low. From deep. New Orleans getting another chance here. Davis finds Hill. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And that's 12 points for Hill.
Well, that speaks to AD and just how smart he is. Really good at keeping his guys involved.
Holiday against Irving. Holiday with the block. Here's Hill. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Phenomenal strength there by AD to take the hit and finish that one.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
And that one falls for Davis. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
And Moore kicks to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Over Irving. Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, my. I didn't know he had the crossover in his bag of tricks. Now I've seen it all.
Irving against Holiday. In the corner, it's Hayward. And he makes good on the layup.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot. Now
here is Holiday. Left side, Davis. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Davis. Davis has got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Irving kicks to Smart. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Irving with a clean look. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 27 points.
When you make shots like that, Kevin, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Handle with the ball. Right side, Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Poke loose. Stolen by Smart. All alone. And slam dunk by Smart.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instinct grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Well, the other part is just reading the crucial moment. That's a clutch move right there. It could change the outcome of the game.
Smart against Moore. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose from 13, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Well, with the game's outcome hanging in the balance, Davis does exactly what he needs to do. A gigantic shot from their big man.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 52 seconds left in the 4th. Irving against Holiday. Shot from 12. Irving can't hit. And that's an intentional foul. The basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Here's Holiday. Kick out to Moore. Clock at 6. Here's Davis. But they recover it. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Shooting for New Orleans. Each one more. At the line for 2.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 19 seconds left in the game. Tice kicks to Williams. And here's Morris for 3. Okafor grabs the miss. Payton outside. So New Orleans wins it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Elfrid, first off, congrats on the win. What was the key to getting this one?
Oh, man, we made shots. We did a good job of, just getting to the rim.
Big effort tonight, Alfred. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.